Located at 200 Baker Street, right by one of the entrances to the tube station, is TfL's Lost Property Office. It's been here since 1933 and currently receives over 1,500 items every day that are lost on TfL services, including the tube, overground, buses and taxis.
Right, so this is the heart of the Lost Property Office, and every day we're getting 30 or 40 completely full sacks of lost property. It's just relentless, never ending. So every day we're getting well over 1,200 items of property coming through, and it's every single day. Last year over 300,000 items of property found across the network, and it's our job to try and get as many of those back to the owners as possible.
In the 1950s, the most common item lost were pairs of gloves. But over time, things have moved on a little. You might think mobile phones would be the most popular loss, but actually it's only second on the list. Items are sorted and catalogued onto a database, someone with a smart sense of humour called the system Sherlock. And in instances where the owner can be identified from the property straight away, contact is made to let them know.
And this one, in fact, looks as though it's a professional kit. In fact, we know who that belongs to, so we'll be in contact with them to get their AV kit straight back to them.
Government legislation dating back to the 1930s states that lost property must be stored for a period of time, in this case 3 months.
And just to put things into perspective, I say 1,200 items a day, you might not know what that looks like, but these are just cages and cages. This is bags and clothing, just waiting. So this is just a few days worth waiting to be input into our system.
Now you might not think that people are so honest, maybe even less so in London, but actually a quarter of items found on the transport network are successfully returned to their owner.
Sometimes the reaction we get when people come in and pick up their property is just disbelief. Firstly, a lot of people don't actually inquire about their lost property because they simply think, look, I've lost something valuable, it's never going to be handed in. And I think you'll find that the travelling public, Londoners in particular, are much more honest than you'd think they are.
Even more surprisingly, for items with a higher value, such as wallets, purses and phones, the rate is as high as 40%.
So every day we're getting over 150 mobile phones. It's really interesting. Whenever there's a new model is released, it takes probably no more than about 48 hours before we get our first phone in. I just imagine somebody's been queuing up, sometimes for days, for the brand new phone, and they've been showing it off to their mates and lost it straight away. If
you do lose your phone, it's handy to have a note of its IMEI number, and you can do this on all phones. Type in *#06# and your phone's unique serial number will be displayed on screen. Make a note of it.
It's very easy to confirm that the phone belongs to you, so you tell us the IMEI and we'll tell you if we've got your phone.
Unclaimed items become the property of TfL and are either auctioned, donated to charity, recycled or disposed of responsibly, whilst proceeds from those auctions and unclaimed currency are put towards the running of the costs of the Lost Property Office.
Never give up hope. The reason I got involved with lost property is that one day I lost my own laptop. And I went through the process thinking, you know what, I'll give up. I'll never see it again. It's a laptop. It'll be nicked. And I went to a lost property office and it was there. And I thought, wow. So when I had a chance to come through TfL's Lost Property Office, I thought, you know what a great feeling I had getting stuff back, and what a great idea to be able to continue that for the travelling public. So 5 years on, I'm still seeing the smiles on the faces of the people we can get the property back to.